Hi, everybody. It is Saturday night, and I am in here getting all the lights turned out. But I wanted to take a few minutes since I've got some of the lights turned out, and we can actually get a look at this tank without any glare on it for a little while. I just did a water change tonight. I got the glass wiped down, but I missed a few spots. I'll probably get in there tomorrow and touch up the few spots that I missed, and I got to get the outside of the glass wiped down and everything. But the water's nice and clear, and the light is nice and bright. And those diamond tetras look fantastic. I really, really like these diamond tetras a lot. I used to go on about the black skirt tetras, and I still do. I really enjoy the black skirt tetras. But these behave in a very similar fashion. They're a very similar size. And the sparkles and shimmers and glistens, I mean, they're very well named diamond tetra. And it looks like we might even be getting a little bit of spawning behavior because of my big water change tonight, so that'll be interesting. But they basically fit the same niche that the black skirt tetras do. So it's certainly a good, viable alternative if you're looking for that smaller schooling fish. You want a group of 4 or 5, 6 of them in a tank, maybe a 10-gallon, 20-gallon you could probably get away with. You don't need a really big tank for these. These are about full grown. Again, they're pretty much comparable to the skirt tetras. They're a little more active, a little more feisty than the skirt tetras. At least the ones I've got and the ones I've had over the years. But in a good way. They're not... like, I got Danios one time, and one time only. I've never got Danios since, because to me a Danio is almost like a frantic fish. It just never stops moving, and they drive me crazy. So I've never gotten Danios from that. I don't even like looking at them in the fish tank in the store. They seem like they're in a panic all the time, and it's not relaxing to me. But these are very active without being that sort of hyperactive, panicky. They always look like they're running from danger. These are just active fish. They're usually interacting with each other. I'll see them, basically pecking order kind of stuff. School dominance, so on and so forth. But I will often get the display that is probably something along those lines. It's probably still dominance displays, but it almost looks like spawning competition type behavior where two males are competing to show off of who's the sparkliest. And there goes one now doing that. And I do have one right there. That one, he is just incredible. Between the crazy long fins and the sparkles and the glistens, and you can tell he knows it too. This could be like my Saturday night disco fish. So I definitely recommend the diamond tetras more than I would recommend the black skirt tetras, but I am aware the black skirt tetras are far more common. You can usually get black skirt tetras at almost any type of fish store. Petco, PetSmart, any big chain store is going to sell them. This angelfish is my green giant, by the way. I know that comes across as looking almost like a teal blue. Depends on how the light hits it. Sometimes it looks very greenish. Sometimes it looks very blue. Like right now it looks very pale blue. But this is a green giant, if you're wondering what kind of angelfish that is. One of my favorites over the years. I've had this one for, I don't know, over 5 years now, probably. But back to what we were looking at, my diamond tetras. And I'm trying to just give you a pretty good look at their behavior. When I first started keeping fish, I started using YouTube as a very valuable resource, not so much to gather information about fish in the how to take care of them sense, but it gave me a really good idea of what the fish were going to actually look like in my tank, what size they would be, how they would interact with each other, how they would move around. Would they really be as sparkly and pretty as the advertising pictures show them to be? Because, of course, they're always going to show, just amazing specimens when they're showing advertising pictures. I just wanted to see some real world examples of different specimens swimming around in tanks. And honestly, that's what really inspired me to begin shooting YouTube videos. In the beginning, I've sort of expanded from there, and you know, I try to offer a little more information than just looking at fish and how they swim around my tank anymore. But that was pretty much what inspired me to do it. Was when I first got started keeping fish, I really just wanted to have a good look at how these fish behaved, how big they got, and listen to people's experience on what it's like actually keeping them, rather than, you know, what, you know, seriously fish or planet catfish or whatever, you know, any one of the, you know, normal resources we all go to when we're looking about statistics on fish. I wanted to hear people's actual experience about the fish, and YouTube was a really valuable resource for me. And so I've always tried to return that favor by shooting those types of videos. So there's my little 6-minute take on what my diamond tetras are like. Again, I highly recommend them. Awesome fish. They are just absolutely stunning and beautiful. And this is only what they look like underneath of a Walmart. I can't even remember the brand now, but it's not a Walmart brand. I bought it at Walmart. It's a shop light that's got LEDs in it, but that's all it is. It's just a shop light. It's not any kind of special high quality LED. I know I go on about some of my tanks have really high quality LEDs on them. This is not one of them. This has a shop light on it, and they look like that. When I've got my really good high quality LED on, some of the light bleeds over into this tank down at the far end. And if you see them swimming around down here and they swim under that good LED, which is basically the equivalent of natural sunlight, then they look amazing. They just look incredible. But when I've got that light on, try as I may, it's almost impossible to shoot video of this tank without so much glare that you can't even see in the tank anyway. And that's why I shut all the lights down. In fact, my native tank is shut down, even though that is on the same plug strip. I actually had to manually unplug that one to get the room dark enough to get a good look at these diamond tetras. So there's my 7-minute look. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope it was helpful. Don't forget to subscribe. You never know what you're going to get from me. And don't forget, of course, this one is my 55-gallon, I guess, former T-bar tank. I don't know what I'm still calling this one yet. All right, everybody. See you on the next one.